everyone, this is Krissy, and in this video pag-uusapan natin si Uranus in the sign of Taurus kasi mag-retrograde na siya on August 20, 2021. So it's actually a very important thing to talk about because it's going to be happening sa peak zone ng full moon in the sign of Aquarius, which is going to be happening on August 22, 2021 or so. And Uranus is parang konektado siya very much to Aquarius. So this is actually a very important element because we already have a lot. Actually, halos lahat ng big planets natin in the skies is already retrograde. And lahat ito is magda-direct ng until December pa. So, and then ngayon, mag-retrograde na din si Uranus. So, meron siyang big impact actually because nasa peak zone tayo nitong full moon. So, and full moon is all about showing us things, revealing things. Tapos si Uranus is going to be retrograde. So, this is actually going to be very powerful. As we all know, Uranus is a 6-year transit. And hindi naman ito yung first time na Uranus is in the sign of Taurus, and hindi rin ito yung first time na retrograde siya. So it's not really meant to create a form of major breakthrough or major changes in our life. However, this can actually create some form of impact para in our life because this is happening in the sign of Aquarius, yung full moon. And then, syempre, Uranus is still playing a big role. And dahil whenever Uranus is retrograde, it's not really a bad thing. In fact, it's actually quite good. Both Mercury and Uranus, when they are retrograde, and also Jupiter actually, pag retrograde yung mga planeta na ito, it's not really meant to be a bad thing. It's actually pretty much good. So when Uranus is direct, we can actually see a lot of major changes in our life, in the world basically. And syempre pag-usapan muna natin yung mga basics na what is Uranus and what is Taurus. Taurus has a lot to do with the nagahang yung aking camera. Taurus has a lot to do with stability, with foundations in life, with food, with things that we are very secure on, yung mga firm foundations. And as you all know, in the past few years na Uranus is in the sign Taurus, we have encountered a lot of mga shocking things in our life wherein nagkaroon tayo ng coronavirus, wherein it affected a lot of our security. Kasi nga, Uranus is going to shake up things. So, if you feel safe, this is going to create shakeups in your security level, basically. So that is what this Taurus has been doing, and if this is happening in your 7th or 8th house, you might have noticed na nagkaroon ng mga, either kung single ka, nagkaroon ka ng relationship, or naging active yung love life mo, or there could also be a situation wherein you had a relationship and then suddenly nawala yung relationship mo. You had a breakup or you had a divorce. So, because this is actually calling for some form of changes, a change of heart, a change of a situation. So, ganun siya. And whenever Uranus is retrograde and going direct, nagkakaroon ng mga certain activations ito. So, when it is retrograde, it's actually happening in a very internal level. And Uranus is meant to rebel, very rebellious si Uranus. Meron siyang reason though, hindi naman siya immoral entirely, or hindi siya sakit sa ulo. I mean, there's a lot of good things about Uranus, guys. Lahat itong internet, lahat ng mga new inventions in life is a lot about Uranus. So, it's just that it's not something that people can easily accept or want to be open about in most cases. So, pag retrograde ito, this can actually create some form of fuel inside of us, like yung mga bagay na hidden desires natin na gusto natin gawin pero hindi natin magawa, pwede na natin siyang gawin. Or at the very least, we might not be aware, but we are going to be pursuing what is in our hearts, what is something that we truly desire as a whole. Alam mo yun, ito yung mga bagay na gusto natin gawin. We are urging, alam mo yun, may mga urges tayo na mafe-feel na gusto nating baguhin, gusto nating palitan, maybe a change of job, a change of a lover, gusto natin ng something fun, something, exciting, lalo na pagka you feel bored about your life and you feel, alam mo yun, if there's something that is blocking your way or feeling stagnant, yung bagay na you're trying to resist and resist about a certain thing, now is the time na parang, alam mo yun, gusto na niya sumabog. Gusto na niya to be liberated, to be free. And whether you like it or not, you are going to be pursuing this. You are going to want to have it, you want to have it all, basically. So, this is going to be a liberating factor in most cases. Lalo na pagka you're not actually happy with your life, basically. And during the time na nag-retrograde si Uranus, I'm looking at the charts right now, and naka-square siya actually with the sun in the sign of Leo. So, this can create some form of major shock, major changes na gusto natin gawin, And Leo rules the heart. It's something that we truly want, something that we want to have, we want to express to the world. It's something that we truly desire, basically. And funny enough, the sun is actually making an opposition with Jupiter retrograde in the 27th degree. So let's think, okay? 24, 25, 26, and 7. 27 is actually a Gemini degree. So, and by this time, Gemini is actually, Mercury is also in that 14th degree, which is the degree ng Uranus retrograde. So, there's some form of communication right there. Communication of someone from the past or something in the past that we used to like, we used to love, all those kinds of things. And dahil may mga retrograde tayo, lalo na, Uranus and Jupiter, this can make us go back into something in the past, Pwede ka magrebelde ulit, or alam mo yun, minsan tiis ka lang tiis tapos hindi mo na matitiis. You'll eventually go and get that thing or whatever that you are wanting to have. So it's just that, if you actually do this at the peak zone of the full moon, this can create some form of weird energy as a whole. I mean, it depends. Nakadepende ito, guys, sa own charts natin. But basically, this Uranus in Taurus retrograde is going to be a 6-month cycle. So it's going to stay for us for quite a while, okay? So if you've seen my Neptune retrograde video on TikTok, you will also see na ito rin yung mga underlying factors wherein maybe an ex-person might come into the surface of things. So, I mean, we'll never know, okay? We'll never know talaga. But anyways, yun lang. It's something that we are really going to be pursuing because we love it, and it's something that we really, really desire. Ito yung mga bagay na gustong-gusto natin. Also, by the time na nag-retrograde si Uranus, Venus, the planet of love, is going to be in the sign of Libra, which is, partnerships, compromising things, and nasa 4th degree siya, which is the sign of Cancer, which is going to be relating to the moon energy, our feelings, what we truly feel. And dahil nandyan siya yung moon natin is nandyan sa 28th degree, which is another Cancer degree, I would say. Cancer ba? Oh, tama, Cancer. Cancer degree siya, and nandun siya sa mga energy ng Capricorn, which is, ruled by Saturn stuff. There is something that we are going to be considering or reconsider doing once again. So, there's a lot of, alam mo yun, parang, it's something that, napag-isipan na natin dati, pero babalikan natin kasi siguro may unfinished business tayo sa area na yan. And it can actually create some form of spark in our life because it's something that we used to love, we used to like, we used to adore and want to have as a whole, and we are now going to create that. Actually, this energy is something that you have been thinking about. You know, it really depends on your own chart, but in most cases, ito na yung bagay na ginusto na natin to dati, pero hindi tayo nagkaroon ng chance to actually pursue them. But with Uranus retrograde, this can actually be a time wherein you are going to have the chance and opportunity to pursue it. Whether we like it or not, whether tama siya o mali ito, you will end up wanting to give that a go, you know, give it a chance and take a risk. Whether magiging mabuti yun para sa'yo or not is another story. But again, I am just a messenger and just sharing you guys what I know about this situation. But anyways, yan lang. Heads up, guys. We have Uranus retrograde in the sign of Taurus, and relieving a lot of things is going to come into the surface. And with this in mind, we will know if this is something of a right path na dapat natin gawin. So if you have a last chance over something, this is going to be the year to have that opportunity, whether it's something worth it or not. Yun lang. Bye.